Now, how does one do the ghusl? Firstly, there are two ways one can do ghusl. Number one, if one was to just have a full bath without any consideration of a specific way to do it, as long as they water cleaned all of their body, and when we talk about the body, we also include inside the mouth and inside the nose, as we said, the part of the face inside the mouth and the nose. So as long as they've cleaned the whole body, done madmada wal istinshaq, clean the mouth and the nose, then that's considered ghusl. They've fulfilled their obligation, they've done what they have to do to be able to start praying again and being out of a state of ritual impurity. However, there is a type of ghusl which is a complete ghusl, which has been reported by the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Aisha radiyallahu anha. And if one was to do this ghusl, this recommended ghusl, then it is much higher in reward. One thing that I didn't mention is that with the full ghusl, with the ghusl which is sufficient, you must also have intention. If you intend to just have a bath, to clean yourself, just to be in water, to cool down, that's not enough. You must intend to remove yourself from a state of ritual impurity to a state of ritual purity. So how does one do the full bath? The way the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam did it. Number one, must make intention in his heart, not saying it. Number two, says Bismillah, and then washes the hands 3 times. Right, and then the left. Then washes the private parts and any thing that is left from what caused the impurity, any fluids or anything like this, washes the private parts. Then does wudu. Just like we described the wudu, does the full wudu that we described. You take 1 cup of water in your hand and you suck it into your mouth and your nose, that 1 cup of water, with the right hand, and you blow it out through with the left hand. And you do that 3 times. Next, you wash the face 3 times, and the face, like we said, is from the hairline to the chin and from ear to ear. Wash all the face 3 times. And when you're doing that, if you have a beard, you make sure you get the water into the beard. Okay. Next, you wash the arms. Now be careful now, we've already washed our hands. When you wash your arms at this stage of the wudu, you must wash all of the arm with the hand, even though you washed it already. You must wash that hand with the rest of the arm. And so you're washing all of the arm from the tips of the fingers to the elbow 3 times, starting with the right and then all the way to and then going on to the left 3 times. Then we wipe our head once, only once, taking the wet hands, making our hands wet with the water, starting at the front of the head, rubbing those 2 hands all the way to the back, coming back to the front. Then after wiping the head, we take our index finger, this first finger, into the ear. The thumb goes behind the earlobe and we wipe the inside and the outside of the ear. Then we wash the feet 3 times, washing all the way up to the ankle, getting our little finger in between the toes, and washing all the foot 3 times on the right foot and then 3 times the left foot. Then takes water over the head 3 times, ensuring that the water reaches into the roots of the hair, gets down to the scalp. That's very important. Then gets the water and rubs over the body, starting with the right, and then after finishing with the right, moving on to the left-hand side of the body, making sure to rub the water all over the body. Now, one mistake that people make here is they think that you have to do it 3 times because many things in wudu are 3 times. No, it's just once. From the sunnah is to do it once is enough. As for the woman who has finished menstruating and the woman who has finished her postnatal bleeding, then she must let down her hair for the ghusl from the menstruation and for the postnatal bleeding. As for if she's doing ghusl for the other reason of having had sexual intercourse, then there's no need for her to let down her hair in that case. And like we said, every part of the body must have had water get to it. That's obligatory. And also it is not befitting that we waste water, because the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to make wudu with a mud of water, with a handful of water, and used to make ghusl with either 5 or 4 of these handfuls, which is 4 would be a sa' and 5 is a little bit more than a sa'. So that is the ghusl.